Welcome back. Bhupendra Patel is now the new Chief Minister of Gujarat. Questions arising on why is it that the Bharatiya Janata Party has chosen a lesser known candidate as its Chief Minister. What is the significance of choosing him ahead of 2022 UP elections, and who really is Bhupendra Patel? Here's a report.
Narendra Modi taking oath as Gujarat Chief Minister way back in 2001, laying the foundation stone of 2 decades of BJP rule in its first citadel. Cut to 2021. The BJP now has a new face to hold the office and step into Narendra Modi's erstwhile shoes. So who's the man behind the face, little known outside of Gujarat, but is now primed to look after Modi's home turf?
मेरे पर जो विश्वास रखा है, वो विश्वास को बिना टूटे हुए विकास के जो काम बाकी है, वो आगे बढ़ाएंगे.
An influential Kadwa Pattidar face and a first-time MLA meet the surprise pick. The man at the centre of Modi Shah's plan for Gujarat, Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel. The 57-year-old is known to be a protege and a close aide of former Chief Minister Anandiben Patel, another Pattidar stalwart of the BJP. A trusted confidant of the BJP top brass, Patel is known to be close to the BJP central and state leadership. A first-time MLA, Bhupendra Patel contested from the Ghatlodiya constituency in 2017 and won against Congress's Shashikant Patel. The mammoth victory margin of more than 1 lakh votes was the highest winning margin in the 2017 Gujarat polls. An engineer by education, he played a key role in municipal politics and was an architect of BJP's surge in civic polls.
He is a first-time MLA, but then he has a lot of experience, as I said, more than 2 decades of experience of administration, and he has been very successful in all the endeavors that he has undertaken. State President has put up a target of 182 seats, which we will try and achieve. I am sure we will be able to achieve under the leadership of Bhupendra Patel.
Bhupendra Patel belongs to the Kadwa subcaste of the Pattidar community that makes up a massive vote bank and influential in North Gujarat. Bhupendra Patel enjoys good relations with the Gujarat's dominant business communities that will add to BJP's advantage in the state. His pick is also an indicator that the BJP is now actively wooing rural Gujarat.
Chief Minister's post is being represented by a Pattidar, so it's quite obvious that the other caste will get an equal representation. My information is that the Koli community, the Thakors, which are a major OBC chunk in Gujarat, and some tribals are going to be inducted in the cabinet tomorrow.
His family knows the enormity of the challenges ahead and fully back him over the responsibility as new CM.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जो भी विश्वास दिखाया है उसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे और जो जनता लक्षी कार्य है उसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे और पीएम मोदी साहब ने जो भी विश्वास दिखाया है उसमें खरे उतरेंगे पापा.
The man in the top post has some big tasks at hand to woo back the Pattidars, who've been BJP's strongest of supporters, to offset the anti-incumbency the BJP is facing in Gujarat and adding to the ever-dependable Modi factor.
Though it is said that in Gujarat, either you're from the Anandiben faction or from the Amit Shah faction of the BJP, but Bhupendra Patel is one of those rare people in this entire party who have close ties with Anandiben Patel as well as Amit Shah. With cameraman Prashant Bhatt in Gujarat, Vidya for India Today.
Let's now do a SWOT analysis of Bhupendra Patel, his strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. First up, the strength. He has the faith of the top brass of the BJP top command. Number two, he's an influential Patidar face. So that goes really a long way in terms of appeasing the Patidar vote bank as well for the Bharatiya Janata Party. He's got good ties with the business communities right there in Gujarat. That's the other strength he brings to the fore. And also, he's an aide of the BJP veteran Anandiben Patel. These are all his strengths. And of course, there has been no controversy associated with Bhupendra Patel. Let's bring his weaknesses now. The weakness is, number one, he's a first-time MLA. So he's rather very inexperienced, seen as inexperienced, not just by the people in Gujarat, but also by the Bharatiya Janata Party. He can help BJP to woo back Patidar vote bank because he is a strong Patidar face. The threat is that he's Bharatiya Janata Party's 20 years of incumbency, which is the biggest threat when it comes to Bhupendra Patel and the aspirations of Patidar community. Questions arising on whether he's going to be able to fulfill these aspirations of the Patidar community or not. So this was a SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats when it comes to a lesser known candidate, Bhupendra Patel, which showed you who is Bhupendra Patel. But let's go straight across to our national affairs editor now, Rahul Srivastav, now joining us on this broadcast. Rahul, tell us a little about the significance of the Bharatiya Janata Party choosing a lesser known candidate like Bhupendra Patel in the run-up to the 2022 assembly elections in Gujarat. What's the inside story?
Chaiti, in the hunt for the Patel vote, the BJP chose a Bhupendra over a Nitin. Now, the basic fact remains that both the men are from the Karwa Patel community, which is one of the subgroups of the Patidars in Gujarat. The more dominant and larger in size are the Luwa Patels. Till now, the four chief ministers from the Patel community were all Luwa Patels. And the 2015 agitation led by Hardik Patel, who himself is a Karwa Patel, was an attempt by the Karwa Patels to assert that they also want a space in the sun as far as the chief ministership is concerned. And the BJP has addressed that aspiration. Mr. Nitin Patel is a Karwa Patel, but is an individual strong leader from the community. But Mr. Bhupendra Patel is a trustee of an entity called the Sardar Dham Kendra, which is a very potent organization working among the socio-economic upliftment of the Karwa Patel. So he has deeper inroads into the community on a day-to-day basis. Beyond that, remember, over 20-25 years the BJP has in power. There is rampant factionalism among old leaders of the Patel community inside the BJP. Remember, because in 1980s, when Congress commanded the vote of the Patels, at that time the party came up with a Kham theory. It started looking at the Kshatriya, Harijan, Adivasi and Muslim votes. The Patels came to BJP. But since then, one-third of today, Patel MLAs are there in the BJP. 7 of them are top ministers. There is rivalry. Bhupendra Patel does not belong to any factionalism. So if there are any aspirations, by bringing in a newcomer, the BJP has smashed all the aspirations and the factional war within the BJP.
Absolutely.
Patel leaders, none of the senior leaders can say that we have been better off.
Absolutely.
And that's where lies the catch. The BJP is trying to create a new leader as far as the Patel community is concerned.
Yes, absolutely, Rahul. But the big question here is, will he be able to fulfill the aspirations of the Patidar community? It's a wait and watch for now. I'm sitting to a very short commercial break here.